Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, we got to get this stopped here, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Coming after you. Hey, high 7.
Tannehill on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, short pass to the tight end Hollister. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now it's Wilson. Short pass to the tight end Hollister. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Wilson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, Carson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
60 out long. Protein spill.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's another Titans first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
70, Indy.
Now it's Henry. Past the 20. It's a big run there by Henry. 41 yards on the ground.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick, trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Alpha.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson, flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They run for it with Carson, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson now in desperation. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 62 yards. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. This is Pro-Size on the carry. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Bam! Kill, turn up! Smooth!
Tannehill going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
90 Wolf!
Now it's Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.